Bissektipelta. Bissektipelta, meaning Bissekty shield, is a genus of ankylosaurine thyreophoran dinosaurs that lived in Asia during the Late Cretaceous in what is now the Bissekty Formation of Uzbekistan. Bissektipelta is a monospecific genus, containing only the type species B. archibaldi. History of discovery. In September 1998, the joint Uzbek-Russian-British-American project excavated the brain case of an ankylosaur. In 2002, Alexander Avryanov, based on this find, named a second species of the genus Untisaurus, Untisaurus archibaldi. The specific name honors James David Archibald, leading the Uzbekistan, Russia, Britain, America, and Canada project that performed the excavation. The holotype, Zin pH 1/6, an only known specimen, was collected from the Bissekty Formation, dating from the late Turonian coniation, of Charakuduk. The holotype consists of a well-preserved, fully ossified brain case with a partial skull roof, along with isolated teeth and osteoderms. In 2004, Jolyon Parrish and Paul Barrett concluded that the type species of Untisaurus magnus, was a nomen dubium, a dubious name. This implied that no other species could be validly referred to the genus Untisaurus. A. archibaldi should be reassigned to a new taxon. They renamed the genus as Bissektipelta, with the generic name combining a reference to the geological formation with the Latin pelta, meaning small shield, which is derived from the Greek pelt, meaning shield. The type species is the original A. archibaldi, but the new combination is Bissektipelta archibaldi. Two additional specimens were referred to by Kuzmin and colleagues in 2020. These consist of Zin pH 281/16, a smaller but well-preserved partial brain case with open sutures between some bones, and Zin pH 2329/16, another brain case similar in size to the holotype that is slightly damaged and mixed up within the sediment layer. Description. Parrish and Barrett indicated some distinguishing traits of Bissektipelta. One of these is an Autopomorphy, a unique derived character. On the top skull roof, grooves are present, together forming a truncated Y and separating three polygonal areas of flat remodeled bone tissue. These grooves reflected the position of skull osteoderms. Avryanov had in 2002 proposed three traits in which A. archibaldi differed from A. magnus. Its brain case has three exits for the nervus hypoglossus, cranial nerve 12, instead of two. It also has a more limited angle of 90 degrees between the ventral surfaces of the basi-occipital and the basis phonoid, and more caudally, to the rear, situated basispterygoid processes. In 2004, these were no longer considered unique traits, but the triple exits were seen as rare. Classification. When described in 2002, Avryanov placed A. archibaldi in the Ankylosauridae. Parrish and Barrett thought such precision was unwarranted and placed the newly Bissektipelta in the more general Ankylosauria. However, Victoria M. Arbour and Philip J. Curry affirmed the position within the Ankylosauridae. Based on numerous cranial traits, Kuzmin and colleagues have placed Bissektipelta within the advanced Ankylosauridae in a basal position and confirmed its valid taxonomic status. Paleobiology. In 2019, Alifanov and Savaliev redescribed the brain case, noting that Bissektipelta had a well-developed olfaction, poor hearing and eyesight, good taste sensitivity, omnivorous diet, and the unusual ability for filter feeding. Also, the brain structure of Bissektipelta is rather primitive compared with other ankylosaur species. In 2020, Ivan Kuzmin and colleagues described and examined the brain case specimens of Bissektipelta in extensive detail. They performed a 3D reconstruction of the endocast of the brain cavity using CT scans, and they revealed that a considerable part of the brain of Bissektipelta was occupied by olfactory bulbs, confirming that Bissektipelta had an extremely developed sense of smell. The numerous small vascular canals around the skull roof, the lateral wall of the brain case, and cranial vessels form a complex network around the brain, which allowed the redistribution of the blood flow and physiological mechanisms for heat exchange in order to cool down the brain and maintain optimal temperatures. In addition, the length of the cochlear ducts in the inner ear suggests that Bissektipelta, and many other ankylosaurs, were adapted for low-frequency hearing within 100 Hz and 3000 Hz. The elongated cochlear ducts in the more advanced ankylosaurine seem to indicate that these traits were adapted for enhanced hearing at lower frequencies.